Good evening, everyone. Not a great response, has to be said. Good evening, everyone. It's lovely to be with you. I do a lot of this kind of thing at this time of the year. I love coming back to Boaz. What a brilliant, brilliant atmosphere tonight. It's great to be a part of this. And I think Christmas is a time where we often flash back, don't we? We have memories. This is my 60th Christmas. I don't look anywhere near old enough. I do appreciate that. But some of us have been around the block a few times, haven't we? And Christmas brings it all back. And I've got recollections like the rest of you. You're probably looking at me, probably if I came up here, probably the first thing you thought is, what a handsome bloke. Maybe not. And you're probably thinking, I bet he's trod the boards on a few impressive nativity plays in his time. Well, I have, but one particular memory is tinged with sadness. Okay, you need to get into this, all right? That's good. 1970, Whitemead Junior School in Worthing. I wanted to be Joseph with my whole heart. But the part was given to Sean O'Brien, who was my arch nemesis. Yeah, all right, don't overdo it, okay. And I was trusted only to be the donkey. This is a true story, which would have been all right if I'd have been trusted with being the whole of the donkey, but I was just the back of the donkey. Okay, now you need to use your imagination. I'm not going to be too graphic, but the problem is that the person who was the front of the donkey, how do I put this? For the whole of Act 2, I was exposed to his personal hygiene issues as the back of the donkey, and I always remember that every time I see a nativity play. This was brilliant tonight, wasn't it? Didn't they do absolutely brilliant? Now, the thing about Christmas, we've all got memories, good and bad, and I think what's really great on evenings like this is that we get to sort of strip it all back and we get to live in this remarkable story again, the simplicity of God's gift of his Son and of himself into our grief-stricken world. And a few years ago, I was involved in a large event in Southampton City Centre, and I saw just outside where tens of thousands of people were paying homage in the shrine of the retail god, or West Quay, as it's sometimes called. And we were outside there, and we were being sort of, it was covered by a local radio station, and I've been working with them all the way through the build-up. And just on the morning of this event, this lady from the radio station, she called me up and she said, "Steve, I've just got a question for you." And I said, "Okay, what's that?" And she said, "It's not going to be a big Jesus thing, is it?" And I sort of said, "Well, it is his birthday, we might give him a mention, if that's all right." And I think that's the remarkable thing in it, that this whole Jesus story has been airbrushed out of the multi-billion-pound extravaganza that is Christmas 2023. And I think it's so important for evenings like this, where we get an opportunity to rethink again of what this whole thing is about. And I'll leave you with these words that will be very familiar to you, because we sing them in carols, they're written in a billion Christmas cards, and it's the words that the angel delivered to Mary, the mother of Jesus. And he said, "You will give birth to a son, and his name will be called Emmanuel." Jesus has given lots of names in the Bible, but that word Emmanuel is really important, because the translation of that word, it literally means God with us. That's what it means. Emmanuel, God with us. And as someone who became a Christian when I was 20, I wasn't in the God squad growing up. I didn't grow up to go to a Christian family, far from it. I really was far from it. But I remember thinking about that one year, and I remember thinking, is that a daydream too good to be true, or is it possibly based in fact? And for me, I discovered that this story of Christmas is really true, that God stepped through the veil of eternity, through the innocence of his Son as a baby, Jesus Christ. And that can be real in your life and in my life and all of our lives this Christmas time. God bless you all. Thank you for giving me an opportunity.